Good afternoon, everybody. It's Wednesday at 2 o'clock, so it must be time for another Stoveside Chat. Um, I'm going to have Chef James Patterson of Sedgefield Country Club on today. I'm just kind of waiting for him to show up on my feed, and then we'll get him going here. Next week, we're going to have Chef Randy Lewis of Ranloo Dairy Farms. He'll be joining us. If you've never had his milk before, it's incredible. Old school top cream milk. And he's now doing ice cream, which is exciting. I saw that at the May Farms stall at the North Carolina Farmers Market in Raleigh. So that's a new product for him, which is pretty cool. All right, let me just look in here and see if I can find Chef James. All right, I don't see him yet. He should be here in a second. Here he is. All right. As we're waiting on Chef James. I see him. I saw that he waved. I just clicked on him. Let's see here. All right, here he comes. Slowly but surely. It's buffering right now. He should be here in just a few seconds. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. Having a little trouble. Big surprise, right? All right. Well, hang on 1 second. Saying that Chef James is unable to join. Not sure why. I can see that he's waving in and I'm pressing him in. I'm inviting him into the conversation. But hey, it wouldn't be a Stoveside Chat without a little bit of a delay, right? All right, pressing go live with Chef James. Hey to everybody who's joining us. Sorry that we've got a little bit of a delay here. It says that we're waiting on Chef James. He is here. He is waving at me for some reason. It's not letting me connect with him. Hello there, Country to Dish. Thanks for joining us. Bear with me, guys. Chef, I see you waving in. I'm not sure what's going on. On my end, it says I'm waiting for you. I know I'm not. There you are. Maybe the screen is split and it's buffering again. So let's see if we can make a connection. Chef, I can hear you a little bit. I can't see you though. Can you hear me? All right, I can see you. You're fuzzy.
Try another location in this house.
All right. I can see Chef James. I can hear him a little bit.
How's that? Any better?
Yeah, man. Hey, can you hear me?
What's going on, Chad?
Looks like it's buffering still. Hello, Conscious Cultivator. Thanks for joining us. I think we're having some connectivity issues here. Hey, there you are. Kind of.
Does that work?
I can see you a little bit. You're kind of going in and out on me. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you well.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting your video. It's a little there. It's getting better now. How's it going, man?
Okay. Going well.
I'm doing
yourself?
good. It's good to see you again. This is Chef James Patterson from Sedgefield Country Club in Greensboro. I met Chef James, I don't know what, it's been 3 or 4 years ago when we were doing competition dining. I was doing the chef referee for that, and James was a competitor. And I got to tell you, man, you and your team always came up with some really great food, and this is a compliment. You are one of the most epic smack talkers in the kitchen. And I say that because you do it with a kind heart, and it's lighthearted, and it really creates a sense of camaraderie between the two teams that were competing. And it was a lot of fun to hear your banter with the guys on the other side of the line.
Oh man, that was a quite the adventure for our team. I enjoyed every step of the way
Awesome.
on that.
Well, thanks for being here, man. I know you're super busy. I keep up with you on Facebook and see all your posts and everything that you guys are doing. Again, Chef James Patterson from Sedgefield Country Club, who just recently was nominated as Best Chef in Guilford County. And I guess those results will be aired in August, correct?
That's correct.
And also another team member, Nick Chavez, on your Sedgefield team, was nominated as one of the best chefs under 30 as well. So congratulations on both of those things. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's exciting for him. He recently took the sous chef de cuisine position at Porter's Neck Country Club in Wilmington. So he's been down there for about a month.
Okay, well, that's a great spot. Cool, good for him. Tell us a little bit about what you guys have had going on. You guys have done some pretty unique stuff in dealing with this, the virus. Kind of give us a little bit of insight about what you guys have had going on.
So for us, it's been quite the challenge to see what we can do and come up with creative ways to keep not only our membership engaged, but our staff that we were able to keep on board to keep them engaged as well. When restaurants and bars and everything were shut down, and we were one of the few places that were able to continue early on and do our takeout and curbside dining. That's where we really shined with working with local artisan, other either bakers or produce companies and whatnot to give our members another outlet. And it was well received.
Yeah, it seems like it. Now, so you guys obviously were doing carry out like a lot of people, but you also kind of switched and started doing a butcher shop and offering fresh seafood to your members as well.
Yeah, we did the meals to go. We did the curbside, the butcher box, the produce boxes. The produce and butcher were two items that we weren't really sure how they would be utilized, but they were. We were cutting fillets, cutting salmon, cutting grouper. We were selling lamb, ground beef. Just about anything we get our hands on, we were able to market and sell to our members.
Now, are you guys still doing that during phase 2?
We are, and I see this as something that may stick around permanently. Talking with other chefs and other country club chefs especially, we see this as a trend that may be around for a while.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great amenity for your members for sure. Years ago, my first job out of culinary school, I was at Pinehurst Country Club, and looking at what you guys do. Club food has come a long ways. I mean, there's more of an emphasis on local and kind of unlimited creativity. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Local is an important part, not only in country clubs, but everywhere. Anytime that we can pair with a farmer, or a story, or whatever it is, that's what people will latch onto when they know where those oysters came from, or they know where that mushroom came from, or those salad greens or those microgreens. For us at the club, it's been that way for several years now. And anytime we label something on the menus, the members ask about it. It becomes an engagement for them, and then they respect it more, and they understand why they are, what they're eating, why they're eating it, and why we choose to use those products.
That's really cool. Now you're very, very much of a people person. I know you've forged relationships with your customers and staff over the years. Tell us how that has intensified during this whole viral epidemic.
Yeah, for me, starting with the staff, unfortunately, as many businesses in the hospitality, restaurants, hotels, and whatnot, you saw a lot of people being laid off, furloughed, and it's hard. It's not an easy thing to do. There was a lot of thought that had to go into it. How are we going to do what we're going to do with the limited number of people? And we had to, unfortunately do that. We went down roughly 40% in staff at the very beginning, and then a few more after that. And then you've got my sous chef, and of course Isaac and Gabby and Joaquin. My whole team. We had to work together. We talked together. The food and beverage director, the catering director. Every day we were talking about different things that we could do. So it pushed us to become tighter. I mean, we were talking. We've tried this. What do you think about this? Well, this is the feedback we got from last night. Let's try it again, but let's put a different spin on it. So, I mean, that for us, the teamwork became that much stronger. For the members, the community, you saw them as one of the things that we did was the food trucks that we brought in. Our club, typically country clubs are closed on Mondays, and Sunday night's not a big night at the club, but we chose to bring in food trucks, local food trucks on Sunday night and Monday night to give the people in the community one more option of a choice to eat. Well, the first 5 or 6 weeks, I was out there every Sunday and Monday night, and I watched and I listened and I talked to the members and I engaged with them to see what they liked and what they didn't like. And their biggest thing, from what I could tell, was they were just happy to have one more outlet for them to use, but also that they were excited to support somebody local that they may have not even knew existed or what they were doing. So, through that, I'm sure these food trucks have gained some new clients.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really, really cool. Now, you guys were doing Sunday suppers as well. Are you guys still doing that?
We have some meals that we've done, but Sunday for us is become more of a day where we try to get the staff out of there, and that's really their day. We may bring back some series and after this is over, but with a limited amount of staff that we have, they're working around the clock really already Tuesday through Saturday.
Chef, you're breaking up on me just a little bit there, sir.
All right, try again.
There you go. I can hear you.
So, all right. So the Sunday supper series is kind of slowed down right now. We may be able to bring it back, but we're utilizing this time right now for our staff to use Sundays and Mondays to kind of regroup and get their 2 days off.
Yeah, that's important for sure. Now, you guys when you were doing those dinners, you were doing like Italian food, Southern comfort, and fine dining. Which was the most popular?
Out of those style, I would say the Italian was big. And that's a comfort food. I mean, even the Southern comfort is good, but a nice big pan of lasagna and salad, garlic bread seems to hit home. So we did revamp those. We brought those back. And on the series, there's a peppers and onions, and there's a baked spaghetti. We did beef tips and rice, country style steak and gravy. So those are on there too. But again, just a Southern or comfort family style meal that the member or individual can take home, pop in the oven, be ready, in 45 minutes to an hour, and feed the family.
Yeah. That was, I guess, kind of a thing we saw after the the '08 financial collapse was comfort food came back into vogue again. You started seeing gastropubs and stuff like that pop up. Do you think we're going to see a trend moving forward with more comfort food after all this or during all this?
Well, definitely during it. You know, we saw people really wanting to get back into the community and get back into restaurants, and for us, you know, we brought back Thursday and Friday night dining, but we didn't see quite the numbers. Well, we haven't seen the numbers yet. That, you know, doesn't take us back to our pre-COVID um, uh, revenue, but I think in time, when people are able to get back and feel more comfortable all the time, that the comfort will kind of die off again, but it'll always be there. I mean, food in the South, food for us has always been about family and tight knit closeness. You know, whether you were sitting at your grandmother's house on Thanksgiving or Easter Sunday or whatever it was, you know, you were around the table and everybody was breaking bread. And so I think that's kind of will always be there, but it might slow down a little bit.
Now, I know that you said you had to cut back some of your staff. When you were kind of running the limited staff during, you know, a couple months ago when this was really in its fledgling stages, I guess, you guys were doing some pretty interesting things with your staff as far as like getting some exercise together, walking, doing yoga, that sort of thing. How did that impact the staff?
Yeah, kind of early on in the start of the pandemic, our GM Beverly Marler decided to get the management team together and take an afternoon walk every day to get everybody out of the clubhouse, to get them in the fresh air. And it was kind of unique to see 12, 14 people walking around the neighborhood and people, you know, everybody waving. And it's like, wow, you know, look at these guys. And now, you know, obviously for the culinary side of it, we would like to do it every day. It started off like that, but then we were busy, and the guys in the kitchen couldn't take off every day at 2 o'clock and walk around. But the front of the house kept it up, and the clubhouse maintenance and everybody else. But
yeah,
it's been good to see the team to get together, and you know, we had shirts made for the staff that have been around for it, and showing that we're Sedgefield CC strong, and we're here for the community. We're here to help out wherever we can.
You guys are doing a great job of staying engaged with your members and your customers. A cool thing, oh guys, there's a great article about Chef James and his crew and Club, what was the publication again? Oh, clubandresortchef.com. It was a great article about what you guys are doing in there. And one of the cool things I read was kind of bringing in the members into what you guys are doing by doing a competition, sort of a nailed it style competition. Can you talk about that a little bit?
So we've done a couple. One that we started off with that was a lot of fun was a pizza kit. We sold kits to the membership, and it was 2 pizza doughs, you know, in bags, and the sauce and the pepperoni and the cheese and some basil. And then we encouraged the members to buy these kits, take them home, have a night with a family, make pizzas, take pictures of the pizzas, and then send them in to us either on Instagram or Facebook. And then we had the management team vote on who really nailed it. And we kind of, I guess, stole that idea from the TV show, Nailed It, and kind of just ran with it. But that to see the members get excited about it. I mean, even though it's something as simple as pizza, I'd have to go back and send you the pictures, but there were some creative ideas.
That's really cool. That's a lot of fun. So what are you guys doing? Well, you guys are doing a lot, obviously. Are there anything that you're kind of adding to your schedule to kind of make up for not having banquets during the spring and early summer?
That's been the biggest hit, you know, for everybody. You know, anybody that's in the country club, hotel, restaurant, you know, where you're doing banquets, that's a big loss, you know, for us to miss out on the spring and early parts of the summer thus far for weddings and outings, golf tournaments. I mean, that's a big loss for revenue. What are we trying to do to recoup it? We're challenging each other to come up with creative ways. You know, if we're at 50% capacity, it's still hard to have an event. You know, we Memorial Day, we tried our best, but again, you know, our pool deck was down to, we were only allowed to have 60 people on the pool deck. And so how many people are you going to have come to a traditional country club Memorial Day buffet if you can only have 60 people around? We'll continue to do that. We'll continue to come up with ideas, whether it's wine dinners. I know Maya, she did a virtual wine tasting. We're going to be doing our first wine dinner back at the club on the 27th, and we're going to be in the ballroom, and we're going to socially space everybody out, and we're going to see how many people we can get in there. But you know, we got to try to do what we can to get some of that money flowing back in again.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you guys brainstorm a lot and come up with a lot of cool ideas. I know some things stick and some things don't, but it sounds like most of your programs have stuck and been well received. So that's congratulations on that. You're a super creative guy as far as putting things on the plate, and a creative guy as far as putting these programs together and creating more amenities for your members and ways to engage them. And again, from the North Carolina Department of Agriculture, thank you for doing so much stuff with local people in your area. I think that's super important, you know, to include in your pantry boxes and other stuff that you guys have sent out, that you're highlighting local ingredients. So we really, really appreciate you doing that.
Yeah.
And thank you for taking the time for being here today. We're out of time. And hope that you get a chance to relax a little bit. I know you've been working hard. Again,
yeah, we're down to the beach right now, so it's kind of nice.
Cool. Well, thanks for being on the interview, and I will talk to you soon, my friend.
All right, thanks, Chad. Thanks everybody for being here.
All right, thanks, sir.
All right, thanks, sir.
All right, guys. Thank you for being here today. Thanks to Chef Patterson again, and all that him and his crew are doing at Sedgefield Country Club. And we'll be back next Wednesday with Chef Randy Lewis of Ranloo Dairy. If you see his products, get them. They're delicious. Whole Foods has them. May Farms Market. And Raleigh has it. And definitely go check out their website. All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.